Son Tay was much like the briar patch that I had been in, 40 miles outside of Hanoi in isolation, that it was easy to go in and, like I said, the simplest thing, if you saw the Bin Laden Raid, you saw the Son Tay Raid. Same principle. We just crash landed a helicopter in the compound, secured the area, blew a hole in the wall, brought in reinforcements, started looking for prisoners of war. Much the same thing they did with Bin Laden. And so that was, the Bin Laden Raid was that duplicate. And that was pulled off on the 20th of November 1970. And those guys were heartbroken, thinking what a failure they had been. They took a moment out of their difficulty and cried, thinking what they had not accomplished. And they came home, you know, you might say in many ways that they were criticized by, even John McCain said that wasn't a successful mission. And I've been brokenhearted ever since that he would say such a thing, but he did. And it was very disappointing. But they didn't get the mission they went after, but they changed our lives. As a result of that raid, the Vietnamese changed the label of expendable to high value. And the Hanoi Hilton, which we were only using less than 20% of, all of a sudden, they went in with a can of whitewash and they cleaned that prison. They moved out all the political prisoners. They moved out all of the female prisoners being held there. And they cleaned it all out and whitewashed it, and we all moved in there. And guys that had been in solitary confinement for over 4 years all of a sudden walked in the room with 40 other guys. And so we saw our life change overnight, that just from the word expendable by the Johnson administration to high value under the Nixon administration. And like I said, probably 40 guys that would not have survived another 2 years under conditions that we were living under got to come home and live a full life with their families. So they've always been our heroes as far as when we look back at individual actors that directly affected us. It was these Son Tay Raiders, which were made up of all branches of service and dedicated to duty.